In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 9, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Cubs versus San Diego Padres. The Chicago Cubs will play the San Diego Padres in Game 1 of their series at Petco Park on Monday night. The San Diego Padres are 19-10 this season and have won 3 of their last 4 games. San Diego is coming off of a series win against the Marlins, where they won 3 of the 4 games in the series. The San Diego pitching staff has a 3.54 ERA, a 1.14 WHIP, and a .216 opponent batting average. The Padres offense has scored 127 runs with a .223 batting average and a .319 on-base percentage this year. Manny Machado is batting .385 with 7 home runs and 21 RBI for the Padres this season. The projected starter for San Diego is Mackenzie Gore, who is 2-0 with a 1.71 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP over 21 innings pitched this season. The Chicago Cubs are 9-18 this season and have lost 5 games in a row. Chicago is coming off of a series loss to the Dodgers, where they lost all 3 games and were outscored 20-3. The Chicago pitching staff has a 4.35 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, and a .247 opponent batting average this season. The Cubs offense has scored 103 runs with a .232 batting average and a .312 on-base percentage. Seiya Suzuki is batting .244 with 4 home runs and 15 RBI for the Cubs this season. The projected starter for Chicago is Kyle Hendricks, who is 1-3 with a 5.64 ERA and a 1.48 WHIP over 30.1 innings pitched this season. Chicago is 4-1 in their last 5 Monday games and 3-13 in their last 16 games. The over is 6-2 in Chicago's last 8 Monday games. San Diego is 8-3 in their last 11 games and 4-0 in their last 4-game 1/2 of a series. The under is 9-3 in San Diego's last 12 home games. Chicago is 6-1 in these 2 teams' last 7 head-to-head meetings. Chicago comes into this game after being absolutely dominated by the Dodgers over the weekend, while San Diego is coming off of a nice series win against the Marlins. Mackenzie Gore has been very good for the Padres this season and has not allowed more than 2 runs in a start this year. Kyle Hendricks has given up 10 runs over his last 2 starts and has now allowed 4 or more runs in 3 of his 5 starts this year. So the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. Miami Marlins versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks will host the Miami Marlins on Monday in the first contest of a 3-game series. The Diamondbacks swept the Marlins last week in Miami. The Marlins are 2-5 in the last 7 meetings. The Diamondbacks are 4-1 in their last 5 versus National League East and are 21-43 in their last 64 games versus a starter with a WHIP greater than 1.3. The Diamondbacks are 14-29 in their last 43 versus a team with a losing record. The Marlins are 16-35 in their last 51 road games versus a right-handed starter and are 20-48 in their last 68 road games. The Marlins are also 14-37 in their last 51 during Game 1 of a series. The general perception is that the Diamondbacks stink, but they have been the best money team for sports bettors who have backed them this season. The Diamondbacks swept the Marlins on the road last week, and with the way they are playing are worth the shot at plus money as an underdog. Miami has lost 16 of its previous 21 games against the National League West and should not be favored here. Miami has struggled as the Marlins have lost 6 out the last 7 and will be playing their 5th game of an 8-game road trip out west. Miami starting pitcher Elieser Hernandez was hit hard by Arizona in his last start, allowing 5 runs on 5 hits in 4 innings with 3 walks in an 8-7 loss to the Diamondbacks. Arizona has played well against right-handed starting pitchers, winning 5 of the last 6, so the Diamondbacks money line is our full game side pick. The starting pitching matchup in this game may not be great, but neither are the offenses. The over-under is 10-18-1 in Diamondback games this season. They are 26th in MLB, averaging just 2.93 runs per game at home and overall are dead last in MLB with a .191 team batting average. Miami has a 12-16 over-under record and ranked 23rd, averaging 3.4 runs per game on the road. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Rockies versus San Francisco Giants. The Colorado Rockies continue their road trip as they travel to San Francisco on Monday night to take on the Giants. The Rockies are 16-12 on the season and 6-4 in their last 10 games following a 4-0 loss to Arizona on Sunday. The Giants come into this game at 16-12 as well and tied with the Rockies in third place in the National League West thanks to a 3-7 stretch over their last 10 games. The Rockies will send left-hander Austin Gomber to the mound to face fellow left-hander Carlos Rodon of the Giants. The Giants are 4-1 in their last 5 Monday games and are 4-1 in their last 5 games versus a left-handed starter. The Giants are also 4-1 in their last 5 home games versus a left-handed starter and are 47-17 in their last 64 games as a favorite. The Rockies are 1-5 in their last 6 games as an underdog and are 1-5 in their last 6 road games. The Rockies are also 2-5 in their last 7 Monday games and are 1-4 in their last 5 during Game 1 of a series. Austin Gomber has been solid up to this point, but he's going up against the Giants, where he's had no success. In 24 at-bats against current Giants hitters, Gomber is allowing a .354 batting average with just 2 strikeouts. Carlos Rodon is a strong early candidate for the Cy Young this season, and he's allowed just 14 hits and 5 runs in 29 innings. Rodon is allowing a .141 batting average. The Giants seem to have righted the ship after a rough 5-game stretch in which they struggled to string together hits. In 2021, the Giants excelled at their platoon lineups against left-handers and right-handers and hit .247 against left-handers. The Giants were also 54-27 at home last season and should start to string together wins at home. Rodon has struck out 23 batters in his 2 home starts and allowed just 2 earned runs. Look for the Giants offense to stay hot here today and should get the job done behind one of their aces. So the San Francisco Giants to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both of these lineups have been doing well with their power stroke as the San Francisco Giants are tied for 9th in the sport with 30 home runs while the Colorado Rockies are tied for 12th in MLB with 28 homers thus far. Neither starting pitcher has success against the opposing lineup, so that means they are likely to struggle here. This number makes me question why it is so low. I understand both pitchers have been doing extremely well, but the offenses, specifically Colorado, has been incredible thus far. The Giants are still 5th in MLB in runs scored per game despite the lack of runs during their losing streak. I like the Giants to put up some runs in the first game of this series and continue the dominant head-to-head trend they had against Colorado last season. These starters can still pitch great games and have the over to hit as both teams can scratch across runs. This low line is directly related to the outstanding start of Rodon, but I like the over as the Giants' offense starts to click into gear. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.